Hi, Sarah Banis here, Learn to Craft. I am going to show you today how to use Cricut Smart Label material. So this is a neat product. Cricut was kind enough to send this to me so I can show you. So it comes in 3 different varieties. So first let's talk about, this has been around for a while, but it used to be only for Joy. These are for the Explore and Maker machines. So you can cut it matless on the Explorer 3 and the Maker 3, and then you can cut it with a mat on any of the older machines, the Air or the Explorer 2 or the Maker. So you'll have to cut it down, though. It is a little bit larger. It's for the, like I said, it's sized for the Maker 3 or the Explorer 3. So you would have to cut it down a little bit. No big deal. So this comes in 3 different varieties, okay? So this is the black, obviously, okay? And then this is the white, okay? And this is the clear. So that's kind of neat, right? The black, obviously, when you're writing with, when you're using this, you're going to need to use the opaque. These are new, the opaque gel pens that Cricut recently came out with. These are really neat too. If you haven't used these yet, highly recommend. I have a video on the channel using these on whatever, gift tags. So really a neat product. The other 2, you can use any Cricut pens that you have. These ones are the glitter pens. This is what I'm going to use. I really like these. So I'm just going to put it on a little Q-tip jar. No big deal. Just cute for the bathroom. These, just a really neat material. The nice thing is that when you're writing on these, they don't smear. So let's go ahead. Let's go over to Design Space. We will design a nice label that we can use on this, and then we'll get it made. Okay, so here we are in Cricut Design Space. So we have it set up. I have the white, the black, and the clear. I just want to show you how each one would look. So let's go ahead and set these up. Incredibly easy. Before we go any further though, if this video is of interest to you or helpful, like the video. That helps me out a lot. But also subscribe to my channel. When you're subscribed to the channel, you'll get a notification when the new videos come out, probably once or twice a week. Just lots of neat ways to use your machine, materials, but also learning how to design for yourself. There's some really good videos coming up. So make sure you subscribe, click the bell so you get a notification. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. One other thing real quick, join us on Facebook. We have a massive collaborative, about 2.5 million members, Cricut and Silhouette group, Sublimation also. I'm going to link Cricut for Beginners. It's a super friendly, it's pretty big. It's about 700,000 members, super friendly, super helpful. You'll fit right in, so join us there. I'll link that in the video description. I'm also going to link the Cricut Smart material so you can easily find it. And if you're unfamiliar, the way you would access that is underneath the video. If you're on mobile, it's going to say, there's going to be a down arrow. If you're on desktop, it'll say click for more, or I might have reversed those. But anyways, click on that. It'll expand and all the links will be in there. Okay. So where I located these, there's a couple of different names you would find these under. Badges is one. Labels is another. I found these under labels. So I grabbed these right out of Cricut Images. So right here, Images. And then I typed in, Images. What am I doing here? So I clicked Images. And then I typed in Labels. And now it's going to give you some options over here. Mine is already set to an operation type. Oh, I thought it was. Change it over to cut only. Okay, and then if I scroll down, the ones I used are right here. Okay, so now let me show you how to do the text work, because when you're doing text work for this type of project, you're going to be writing, not cutting. Okay, So let me just show you what happens. Let me just show you what happens if you use a regular font and try to write with the Cricut pens. What will happen is it's going to outline your letters as if it were cutting both sides of it. Let me just show you. I'll pull up. This is one of my absolute favorite fonts. Okay. And what happens if I try to write with this? So I'm going to go up to my operation type and I'm going to go to pen. And do you see how now it's going to write on both sides of the letter? And I mean, that doesn't look terrible, but really you want a writing font for writing. So now let me show you what happens when I go to a Cricut writing font, okay? So I'm going to take this and I'm going to go to fonts and I'm going to change it over to Cricut on the top. And then I'm going to type in writing, okay? And now it's going to give me all these writing fonts. There's a ton of them. I'm going to go to this one right here. This is the one that I used. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on it and I'm going to change my style. See style right here? And I'm going to change that to writing. And see what happens? It changes it to a writing. So now it's a single line font. It's not going to draw both sides. It's just going to write. Okay. So now that I have that selected, what I'm going to do, we're going to be using, you have to choose on your operation pen. It's already 2 pen right now. We're going to use, click on this, and this is where you're going to choose your pen type. I'm going to have to look, but I think, yeah, the glitter gel. So what we're going to do, the, use black. I am going to actually use the clear. I'm going to show you on the clear ones. It's all going to be the same process though, so you can do the white, the black, or the clear. I'm going to use clear. So I'm going to get rid of this one. Actually, do I want to use that one? I kind of like that shape. Not sure what shade it was. I'm going to use that shape, I think. I think. Let me also show you how I located these laurels at the bottom, these leaves. So the way that you locate those is, again, go into images, and I think I typed in, I don't know if I typed in laurel or leaves. I might have typed in leaves. But either way, type in, whatever you're looking for, and then over here on the left-hand side, go to operation type, and then go to draw only. And then it's going to give you just all of these. And you don't have to use, like if you find one that you just want the laurel on, which is what I did here, just grab that and then click ungroup and get rid of these, and then you just have your laurel left. Okay, so that's how you do that. And let's see here. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this one. I like that one a lot. Okay, so I can get rid of this. Sorry for being indecisive. Maybe I like that one better. Oops. How pretty is that font too? Really like that a lot. Okay, I do like that one better. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of this. And I'm actually going to make this a little bit larger. For this, let me select all of these and let me attach them. So that way I can center this. And then up on top, align. And I'm going to align, oops. That back, I can just center all at once. And sometimes when you center, things don't actually look centered. So sometimes it makes sense to change where you have your image so that it looks centered, even if it's not, which is what I'm going to do here. That actually looks more centered, even though it's not. So now I'm going to select all of this, and I'm going to attach it. Okay, so now it's going to know that this outside is a cut. Okay, it's going to know that this is the direction that what I'm telling the machine to do with the outside shape is to cut it. And then on the inside, I'm telling it to write it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and we'll go to make it. And we're going to do, in this case, we're going to go without a mat because I'm making this on a Maker 3. If you're making it on an Explorer or Maker, the first Maker, or an Explorer 2, then you would do it on mat. So I'm going to go without a mat, and I'm going to click confirm. And I'm going to go continue. Now, I do not have, I forgot to turn my machine on, so I'm going to go over there and do it. But let me click continue, and let me try, I don't know if it's going to let me. Give me just 1 second. Let me turn my machine on, and I'm going to turn the machine on, and then I'll be able to show you how to choose the material. Okay, so now my machine is on, and now it's recognizing that it is set up. It's selected the Maker 3. Let's go ahead and just, it wasn't connecting to it, so there it is now connected. Okay, so now I'm going to go to Browse All Materials, and let me see if I type in Smart Label, if it comes up. There we go. So Smart Label Writable Vinyl. So I'm going to click that. Okay, and then click Done. Okay, so now it's going to tell me to have, in clamp A, I'm going to want to load that black glitter pen. And then in clamp B, I'll just leave my regular blade. So let's go over to the machine and I'll show you, we'll get this made. Okay, so we're here at my machine. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to load in the material. Okay, I'm going to go matless because this is a Maker 3, like I said. The first thing you want to do, this is already open, you can see, but the first thing you want to do is you want to load your pen. So open this side, and you'll just stop and listen for a second. You hear that I have to like click it down, so watch what happens when I push down. You can hear it snap into place. And you're not pushing like super hard, you're just pushing it down in there. You'll hear it snap in. So blade's already in there. You can see this flashing. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this down, put it underneath my guides, and kind of just hold it in there. You don't have to like push, but just hold it in there so that when you push this, it grips it. Okay, and pulls it forward. And because it has the pen and the blade in place, it's just all going to happen in one process. You don't need to switch anything out. So now with this flashing, click on that, flashing arrow, and it'll do the write function first, and then it'll do the cut function. And now it's going to cut. Okay, and now it's going to... And you can see that there's just a tiny little bit of like ink that smudged a little bit. So I'll go in probably with a Q-tip and a little bit of, what's the word I'm looking for, rubbing alcohol, and just wipe that out of there. No big deal. So let's go over my table. Okay, so you can see that I have actually redone this, but this time I used a mat, and it made all of the difference. So almost all of that smearing that I got to get a little bit of smearing when I did it matless, that's almost completely gone. And I would be willing to bet that if I use one of the non-gel pens, that I wouldn't get any at all. So much better use the mat, at least with the clear. So let's go ahead and peel this off of our mat. And then go ahead and this isn't going to smear on you either. Once it's done, it's done. It's not going to smear now. It's just when it's going through the machine, that's when the issue was, when the pen was still wet. Like right out of the pen wet. You can see how easy that peels off of there. Okay, see that? Super, super cute. See if you can see that. Okay, I should have brought down, I have a thing for cups that you can lay it on so that you keep it flat. I should have brought that down. I'm going to try to avoid the seam on this. Okay, and then try to get that nice. There we go. And I'm going to push it from the middle out. There we go. That's really pretty. That's really, really pretty. A little bit hard to see because I have the flash on, but that turned out really nice. I really like that a lot. So that's it. That is how you use the Smart label material. Incredibly easy. I might even redo this because, I mean, the transparent looks okay, but I think I might like it better in black so that it pops with those opaque gel pens. So I'll make another video showing you what it looks like in the black with the opaque gel pens. Okay, that's it. Make sure you do join us on Facebook. Like I said, the group will be linked in the description below the video. Like the video if it was helpful. Subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions at all, feel free to ask in the video description or in the Facebook group. I hope you have a great day. Bye.